It's time for the Friday Night Blitz.
Yes, it is. Happy Halloween and welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. Bree Andrews, Jack Schimmel, Hunter McCann joining you as we bring you week 9 of the high school football season. Most of our games were last night because I think the kids wanted to overindulge in the candy tonight.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, nonetheless, the playoffs are right around the corner and a lot of our area teams trying to beef up that resume a bit. A pair of 3A schools fighting for a district title tonight. It's time for our game of the week.
This is the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
All right, the U-High Cubs run out for the final time at home in the regular season, but Landon Johnson gets a punt return. He is an athlete, and he'll tell it to you straight. He starts the scoring with this kickoff return. It's a 60-yarder. Chargers will go up 8-0. Johnson puts on the wheels, takes it down the sideline until he finds the end zone.
He can do anything.
Yes, he really can. And it is 8-0 Chargers. It looks like Madison Prep is going to run away with it. And then Harlem Turner going to go for a 70-yard touchdown here. But you can see Andy Martin, he's pointing there. He's saying, hey, call this one back. So it'll be 8-0 at the half.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's for a holding call. The Cubs come out firing and running the ball. It's Ethan McGlynn connecting with Lawson Dixon for the only offensive touchdown of the night. The Cubs running the swinging gate. They work it to perfection. William Martin dragging out. Playing connecting with the snapper Bradley Goodson. We're tied up at 8. Defense busting it all night. Landry Williams looking to put this one away, but Landon Johnson is picked off here by Lorenzo Cooper, and Cooper is going to take it the distance. I want to say that's his 3rd interception in as many weeks. There are flags on the play, but he was on the Chargers. Touchdown stands. Cubs up 14-8. Special teams making a difference in this one late in the game. The Chargers are going to get the ball back with about 2 minutes to go. Check this out. Bradley Goodson again. Andy Martin trying to dial up a game winner. Exactly, on defense, 13 seconds left. Dylan Reed is hawked down by Lane Mixon here. Mixon with a big night. He seals the win for the Cubs. U-High is the district 6-3-8 champions. Andy Martin is going nuts. And for two teams that were averaging more than 50 points per game, it's pretty low scoring here.
Offensive struggle in this one. All right, let's go back to last night. We had a bunch of big games, and we'll start with 5-5A Denham Springs looking to stay hot against Walker. Opening drive for Denham Springs. Deshaun Goldman fakes the handoff, rolls out, and he finds his twin brother, Deshaun Goldman, to put the Yellow Jackets up 7-0 early. That's not all from them in this one. 7-0 first quarter Wildcats. They answer right back. Jaden Wilson takes the handoff, and he's gone almost 90 yards. He's going to find Pater to tie this game up early. But don't worry, that was not the only touchdown in this game last night. There was a lot. Later first quarter, Denham Springs up 14-7 at this point. Later in the first quarter it's Goldman again faking the handoff and finding Trey Seals this time. He may have faked out the cameraman a little bit there. And
in stride.
The Yellow Jackets extend their lead. Now second quarter, 35-13 Denham Springs. And it's Goldman to Goldman again to put this game well out of reach before half. Denham Springs scored a school record 56 points in the first half en route to a 62-34 win.
All right, guys, heading over to Ascension Parish. We got two teams who are 3-1 in district play, and they met last night with a lot on the line. Let's take you out to Griffin Stadium for second half action between Dutchtown and East Ascension. EA leads Dutchtown 10-7 as Spartans QB JJ LaBeouf lobs the ball high, and Briston Martinez comes down with that with the big fella. Could put this game up 14-7. Moving along here. Another big one midway through the third quarter. Quarterback Owen Fletcher calls his own number and bangs his way into the end zone. The Spartans lead this one now 17-14. And then early in the fourth quarter, LaBeouf going to look deep in this one towards the end zone. Jeremiah Merriweather is all over that one, and he puts them up 24-14. And we are back and forth in this one. Midway through the fourth quarter, Fletcher gets loose once again and finds Pater to bring the Griffins back within 3 points. It is 24-21. Now, with less than 3 minutes to go, the Spartans call on Martinez again, this time with his legs to put the Spartans up 30-21. The big fella gets in. But the Griffins not going down without a fight. Dutchtown drives fast, and Fletcher hits Martell Rogers on that quick slant. Spartans lead 30-28, just under 2 minutes to go, and they know they need this onside kick, and they have a chance to do it. But the Spartans are able to cover it up and secure the road victory. They go on to win this one 32-28. EA goes to 4-1 in district play, while Dutchtown falls to 3-2.
Keeping it there in 5-5A, the Prairieville Hurricanes blew on over to the pit to take on the Santa Maria Gators tonight. 6-0 Hurricanes in the first, but the Gators respond. Jordan Hickerson takes the handoff. He meets a defender, but stays on his feet.
Move the pile.
Powers his way into the end zone to get Santa Maria on the board. They lead by 1. Second quarter, offense back to work. Cooper Babin drops back, and he fires. It's tipped, and then it's picked. And it'll be Bryson Glover with the interception for Prairieville. A big-time play for them. And the offense will get some points out of it. Eric Williams will walk it in here for the touchdown.
Ooh,
seems pretty
time.
easy. Yeah. Successful two-point conversion gives them a 14-7 lead. Still in the second quarter, and the Gators push the ball all the way down the field. They're now 4th and goal. Cooper Babin will call his own number and gets to the end zone to keep this one close. The Hurricanes, though, would lead it 17-14 at halftime. A lot more scoring there. 49-24. It seems like the Gator offense really came to life.
They did, Bree.
All right, we'll have much more here on the Friday Night Blitz coming up right after this break.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back. You're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
Welcome back to the Blitz, and let's get right into it. 4-5A and a couple of big matchups that could mean a bunch of playoff implications here soon. First, an absolute classic at the Bronco Corral last night. A wild one out at Zachary Central stopping by. This one back and forth in the first half. Zachary would power back in the second, but it was Central coming on strong in the fourth quarter. Tied at 27. Shane Brown powers in from 8 yards out to give the Wildcats the lead. That makes it 35-27, but Zachary marches back down the field. Michael Kirby trying to connect with Ethan Kimmey, but a great play by Bo Hill breaks up the play there. Kimmey stays with it, though, and a couple of plays later, Kimmey fighting for the ball in the end zone. So Zachary just needs the 2-point conversion to tie this game up at 35. The wide receiver reverse pass. Well, it doesn't work this time. Central, they win it 35-33.
All right, over at Woodlawn last night, the Panthers hosting the Catholic High Bears. First drive for the Bears. It's going to be running back Jaden Miles. He'll take the handoff for a big gainer, moving past everyone. He gets Catholic High moving early, and just a few plays later, the jet sweep handoff to Greg Williams, and he will put the Bears up 7-0 as he finds the end zone untouched. And then on the ensuing drive for the Panthers, it's quarterback Ricky Mitchell. He heaves the ball downfield and is brought in by Trenton Bennett. What a nice pass. And who stumbles his way into the end zone inside the 5-yard line, excuse me. A few plays later, the Panthers will punch the ball in on the ground to tie the game back up 7-7. Near the end of the first quarter, Bears threatening once more. Baylor Graves hits Dyer Chambles on a quick pass near the sideline. He takes it to the end zone to put Catholic back up 14-7, but it was all Bears for the rest of the way. They win this one pretty big, 47-7.
All right, guys, over at Scotlandville tonight, the Hornets playing host to the Liberty Patriots. First drive for Liberty, running back Zayden Foster takes the handoff up the gut and breaks loose before being taken down, though, inside the Hornets 10. He is not gone. Just a few plays later, quarterback Bryce Preston tucks it and takes the ball around the left side, diving over a would-be tackler to put the Patriots up 8-0 early. Second quarter now, Patriots lead 14-0 as Scotlandville quarterback Jannard Green evades a tackler in the pocket for heaving it downfield for Dwayne Penn, who holds it in for a touchdown. It is 14-6 after a blocked PAT. Ensuing drive for the Patriots, Preston fakes me out on the quick pass as he hits counter name across the middle, and he breaks a couple of tackles before taking it to the house to put the Patriots ahead 20-6. Liberty goes on to win this one big, 52-31. All right, guys, a lot more coming up after this break, so stick with us right here on the Friday Night Blitz.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back.
Welcome back in the Friday Night Blitz, everybody. Hunter McCann, Bree Andrews, Jack Schimmel, and we still have multiple big games to get to as we come down the stretch here. Let's get rolling with some 6-4A action between Estruma and Plaquemine tonight. The Indians trying to pull off an upset while the Green Devils go for their 8th straight win. First quarter for Plaquemine, they're up 8-0, but Estruma is driving. 4th and goal for the Indians. Isaac Jackson says, you know what? I'll do it myself. Scrambles outside the pocket, pump fakes, and then dives in for 6. Touchdown Indians. They do not get the 2, so it is 8-6. Plaquemine coach Donald Williams not happy there, but he would be after this play as Britton Miles lets it go, and he has a wide open DeJon Bellany, and that is a house call. Touchdown Plaquemine. They go up 16-6 after their 2-point conversion. Next Green Devil drive, this time they go to the ground, but they still give the ball to Bellany. The jet sweep, and once number 2 gets to open space, it's almost impossible to tackle him. He dances into the end zone. It is now 24-6.
But wait,
Plaquemine.
there's more, Hunter.
Yeah, the Green Devils are not going to stop, though. Right before half, guess who? Miles has a guy over the middle, and look, it's Bellany. Who would have thought? What a first half for the senior. They lead 38-6 at halftime, and Plaquemine goes on to win this one big, 58-12. They are winners of 8 straight heading into the final week of the season.
All right, about last night, Elijah Haven and Dunham trying to clinch another 8-2A title against Episcopal. First quarter, Tigers already up 7-0. Hand off to Trevor Heyman. He gets bottled up, but he breaks free somehow and then walks into the end zone for 6. Dunham up 14-0. And then we have another ball to Trevor Heyman that we're not going to get on the air. Dunham wins 42-7, and they clinch at least a share of the 8-2A championship. We'll have more highlights right after the break. Stick with us.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back. You're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
All right, let's get into it to finish up the show. 1A football over at Mumford Stadium last night. The Southern Lab Kittens hosting Central Private. First drive for the Kittens. Jerry Botley, he's back. Launches the ball downfield to Anthony Witherspoon, who climbs the ladder to put the Kittens up 8-0 early. Next drive for Southern Lab, it's Botley once again, and he's once again going deep. This time he connects with Evan Davis, and he bobs and weaves his way around multiple defenders before finding a lane straight into the end zone to put Southern Lab up 16-0, and the points kept coming for the Kittens. Botley, he takes the snap here, finds Jace Wright. He takes it up the sideline, and I can make this highlight a little shorter for you guys. Southern Lab, they win this one big, 52-7.
All right, let's go out to Bear Country for the Battle of Iberville Parish. It's East versus North Iberville last night. A scoreless first quarter, but the Bears came out firing in the second. The second play of the second quarter, actually, the Bears on the Tigers' 29-yard line. Quarterback Justice Roy looks like he's going to take it himself. He gets into trouble, pitches it to Dekai Butler. Down the sideline to the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 North Iberville. And then on the ensuing drive for the Tigers, they're going to hand it off to Daquan Benjamin, but he gets wrapped up and the ball is taken away, stripped out of his hands by Landon Carter, and Carter will take it the other way. He is going for the end zone, but he's taken down inside the 5, and then just one play later, they capitalize. Jalen Mims will walk this one easily for 6. 2-point conversion puts them up 14-0, and it was all Bears for the rest of it. 40-8. North Iberville wins this one. All right, we had an exciting week 9 of high school football. Go online right now to nominate your favorite player for Fans' Choice Player of the Week. For Bree Andrews, Jack Schimmel, Hunter McCann, Michael Cobble, everybody else behind the scenes. Have a great night. Happy Halloween.